Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another weekly show. This is weekly show number 77, and it is May 15th, 2021. So, here's what we're going to be talking about. Some NHL playoff action coming up, and we have some NBA and some MLB to talk about, so let's get right into it. NHL we'll talk about first. There's two games today. A regular season game between the Canucks at the Oilers at 2:30. This is a makeup game since, Vancouver, they got hit so hard with COVID that, it messed up their schedule. And the playoffs start tonight. Boston at Washington at 6 o'clock. Now, I kind of wish that, in the case of Vancouver, they should have waited until they made up all of their games before they determined the playoff picture. But that's just my opinion, mainly because standings-wise, it could have changed. Let me look at standings right now. Yeah, it probably could have changed, it probably could have changed standings, not in the case of Vancouver, but, now that I think about it, probably not, but, whatever. Let's just get right into it. I just kind of wish Vancouver could have played all their games before the playoffs started. That's just my opinion. They were actually supposed to have, they said at one point the playoffs start at the season would end on May 16th, and then the NHL would determine where to go from there, but I don't know. That could have been false. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to go through the bracket now. We're going to start, with Toronto and Montreal. I'm going to choose Toronto to win, obviously, so they move on to the second round. Edmonton at Winnipeg. I'm actually going to go with Edmonton here. Surprise, surprise. Upset. Yeah, right? Not really, but... Yeah, I'm going to go with Edmonton. Okay, Carolina and Nashville. Carolina, they've just been awesome this year. I'm going with Carolina. Don't disappoint me, Carolina. Then Florida is at Tampa Bay. This one's going to be a tough one, but I think Tampa Bay is going to pull it out, though. Second round, Eastern Conference semifinals. Well, no, I guess they're not really doing that, but whatever. Toronto at Edmonton. Let's see, I feel confident in Toronto. They're going to pull through. So they're going to go to the conference finals. Carolina and Tampa Bay. This Carolina, they're going to go to the conference finals. So we got Toronto and Carolina in the conference finals. 1 seed versus 1 seed. Wow, this one's a tough pick, honestly. Because Toronto has 77, Carolina has 80. So, do I go with the team with the most points, or do I go with an underdog? Well, they're not really an underdog, but you know what I mean. I want to go with Toronto so bad, honestly. But is it worth the risk? I don't know. Woo! You know what? Let me go to the next matchup, and whatever we turn up with there, I'll decide for that. So we'll go with Pittsburgh and the Islanders. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. I don't want to, but I am. Washington's at Boston. This one's going to be a good matchup, honestly. But I think... I love watching Washington and Pittsburgh play each other, so that's why I'm picking Washington. So it's Washington and Pittsburgh, 1 and 2 seed. They both have 77 points. They got pretty much similar stats, pretty much. Ooh. I'm going to go Washington in an upset. I think it's going to happen. Colorado versus St. Louis. Now, I'm going to have to go with Colorado, hands down. They're just on a roll right now, so yeah. Vegas is at Minnesota. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to go Vegas. So second round, on the other side is Pittsburgh and Washington. And then Colorado and Vegas. I already chose Washington to go through, so now I got to choose Colorado and Vegas. They both teams have pretty much similar stats, too. So this one's going to be tough. Colorado, they've been on a roll. They're going to win again. So it's Colorado versus Washington. The President's Trophy winners. I think they can hang on and make it to the finals, so I'm going to go with Colorado. So now we got to figure out Toronto and Carolina. Who is going to be in the finals? I've already got Colorado down, and now it's just Toronto and Carolina. I'm just trying to think here, because Colorado, I think no matter who they play, I think Colorado's going to win it all, honestly. I think Colorado's going to win the whole thing this year. Be the first time in 20 years. So I'm just going to go with Carolina. Because, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because I already chose Colorado to win the Cup before Toronto and Carolina. Before I chose who's going on to the finals in Toronto, Carolina. But yeah, this one was kind of tough this year, honestly. But anyway, let's get back to some NBA. Well, let's take a look at what happened yesterday. The Wizards beat the Cavaliers 120-105. The Nuggets beat the Pistons 104-91. The 76ers beat the Magic 122-97. The Jazz beat the Thunder 109-93. The Mavericks beat the Raptors 114-110. The Rockets beat the Clippers 122-115. The Grizzlies beat the Kings 107-106. And the Warriors beat the Pelicans 125-122. Some games already going on right now as I speak. Then the Bulls are beating the Nets 19-13, 4:46 left in the first quarter. The Lakers are beating the Pacers 15-12 with 5:48 left in the first quarter. The Knicks are beating the Hornets 19-18 in the first. The Celtics are at the Timberwolves at 1. The Suns are at the Spurs at 1. And at 7 tonight, primetime Heat are at the Bucks. MLB scores, because, you know, why not? That just sounded pathetic, honestly. Okay, so we had a double header. The Kansas City Royals beat the Chicago White Sox in only 7 innings, 6-2. It was a makeup game from 410. So what was that all about? Okay, that got postponed. That's why. Probably rain, I'm guessing. But then how did it only last 7 innings, this game? Because spring training was over by then. Gosh, dang it. I don't want that. No! This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Da-na, 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 da-na. All right, I don't know, whatever. Forget it. Maybe doubleheader games are only 7 innings now, and I don't know about it. I don't know, but the Pirates beat the Giants in 11 innings yesterday, 3-2. The Yankees beat the Orioles 5-4. The Red Sox beat the Angels 4-3. The Cubs beat the Tigers 4-2. The Rays beat the Mets 3-2. The Phillies beat the Blue Jays 5-1. The Braves beat the Brewers 6-3, and the White Sox beat the Royals 3-1 in 7 innings. The A's beat the Twins 6-1. The Astros beat the Rangers 10-4. The Rockies beat the Reds 9-6. The Nationals beat the Diamondbacks 17-2. Man, utter domination. The Mariners beat the Indians 7-3. The Dodgers beat the Marlins 9-6, and the Padres beat the Cardinals 5-4. Today, bottom of the first right now, Mets are at the Rays. That game's tied up at Zippo. The A's are at the Twins at 3:00. The Angels are at the Red Sox at 3:10. The Cubs beat the Tigers. Well, no, they're at the Tigers. Sorry, 3. The Giants are at the Pirates. Then the Yankees are at the Orioles. The Braves are at the Brewers. The Royals are at the White Sox. The Rangers are at the Astros at 6. At 6:30, the Phillies are at the Blue Jays. At 7, the Reds are at the Rockies at 7 as well. The Nationals are at the Diamondbacks. The Cardinals are at the Padres. The Mariners are at the Indians are at the Mariners at 8:00, and then the Marlins are at the Dodgers at 8:10. So, coming up here on my channel, Monday, night 3, a game show marathon. Tuesday night, night 4. And then Wednesday, Name That Tune and Whammy. Thursday, it's Wheel of Riches and Wheel of Fortune head-to-head. And then next Saturday, we'll come back to this. Right after this, tonight, we'll have Among Us at 7. Card Shark at 8. I'm tired. And then at 9:00, we'll have the Price is Right. So, yeah, the reason why I didn't post secondary weekly show Tuesday is because I had a headache. It was bad, and it wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough that I didn't feel like doing anything, kind of. And I think it was because, earlier that day, I first started the school day out, the thing that closes the locker and, locks it in, I banged the top of my head into that, and it hurt. I'm surprised I wasn't bleeding from that. But, and then also in music, that day we had a free day since, it was after the concert, and, we didn't, I got hit smack dab in the face with a soccer ball. That's probably why I had a headache. So, yeah, I just didn't feel like doing anything. And then, of course, I had to postpone Game Show Marathon to Wednesday night as well. So, yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.